Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about lesson 6. I have a dream. There's a question below. When is MLK Day in 2025? Please type your answer in the chatting room so that I can see who are with me today. Okay, I saw Ethan's, Jeffrey's, Tony's. Jeremy, you raised your hand. What happened? The hint? Oh, well, we talked about it last time, right? And it's in January. And you can pick any Monday of it. Time's up. It's on January 20th, the third Monday of January. I'm glad that most of you got the correct answer. Great job. Let's move on to the review part. Can anyone use these 4 elements to create a short passage for us? Tony. Okay, yeah, you can use your microphone. Just turn on the volume. Turn on the speaker. 1963, in front of the Lincoln Memorial. Great job. And who gave the speech? Delivered the speech. Martin Luther King, right? And how many audiences? 250,000 audiences. And what was the speech about? African Americans should be treated by whites as equals, right? Good job. Before we dive into the third and fourth paragraph, I would like to talk about rhetorical devices first. These techniques are used to evoke audiences' particular reactions. That is, when you use these 4 techniques, you're helping your audiences to relate to your content more easily. The first thing is simile. We usually compare two things with like or us, like as busy as a bee. The second is the metaphor. We usually compare two things by using its similar characteristics without using like or us. The third thing is repetition. You may repeat saying something like a word, a phrase, or sentence in one paragraph or an article. Lastly, allusion. It comes from the verb allude, which means that you mention something without directly pointing at it. Okay, now let's move on to our third paragraph. Can anyone read for us? Okay, Jeremy, go ahead. Please end at it here. Great job. Oh, you have a question? Yeah. Oh, why doesn't score have a S? Yeah, that's a good question. Score means 20 here, and usually it is used in its singular form, although it's countable, okay? Here, Dr. King, he would like to allude to Gettysburg Address, which was given by Lincoln. And Lincoln, he himself also used score in the first sentence here. So could you do the math for me? Like how many years ago our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation? 87, correct, because 4 multiplies 20 plus 7 is 87, right? Great job. Now let's move on to the second sentence here. The momentous decree means the Emancipation Proclamation, right? Came as a great beacon light of hope to millions of Negro slaves who had been seared in the flames of withering injustice. It came as a joyous daybreak to end the long night of their captivity. Could you tell me where is the repetition here? Yeah, came as. Good job, John. And as for the 2 words with the line below it, beacon light means here, right? It helps the ships on the ocean to find its direction. Therefore, it equals hopes here, because the beacon light of hope, right? Here. As for the daybreak, it means what? What's the its synonym? Sunrise, right? And sunrise here means the daybreak here means the like justice, to end this long night of their captivity. This kind of law can set them free. Do you find these two things in common? Yeah, there are the brightness. Yeah, great job, John. Brightness, which also means the bright future ahead for those African Americans, right? Great job. Now I would like to point out the vocabulary wither here. It says withering injustice, which means severe and extremely critical injustice, okay? And its verb root is wither. Please repeat after me, wither. Usually we will say plants, people, or body parts wither. Or you can also say industry base or interest wither. As for the other two forms of wither, we can say a withering look or remark. When you say a withering look, that may make someone feel ashamed. As for withered, it's the same meaning as decaying. There are synonyms here. You can see fade, decay, flourish, prosper, and the phrase is called wither on the vein. Oh, wither on the vein. This is the vein. Oh, John, remember to turn on your camera, okay? Okay. As for the example, can Tony read for us? Yeah. Isn't founded. Okay, the project might probably wither on the vein. That is, it lacks the supports. Okay. Now let's move on to the fourth paragraph. Can Ethan read for us? Yeah, thank you. So, do you find the repetition? Yeah, it's quite simple, right? 100 years later. Why? Because Dr. King, he would like to use this repetition to emphasize how serious or the condition is right now for those African Americans. The situation did not change at all. As you can see, there are some metaphors here. Let's move on. Like the brown words here, the manacles of segregation. Manacles here is this. As for the chain, is this. And the segregation means that when you go to, you can imagine that when African American goes to a restroom, they cannot go to the same one as the whites. They have to go to another one that's for them. As for the discrimination, they may have some impression, bad impression on these people. And these kind of restriction could not set them free. They still feel restricted by them. The third metaphor here is called a lonely island of poverty. Just like here, this picture. The lonely island is here without any money, zero money, but it's on an ocean full of materials and monies. And then they even found that finds himself in exile. EX means out, right? And that means that they found that they don't belong to here, America. And as for the grammar here, you can also use find with other object complement, like in a quarrel, or crushed or empty. Okay, lastly, I would like to talk about the homework. Please spend 3 minutes to read Lincoln's Gettysburg address text and identify rhetorical devices in it by using what we learned today. And then read this article. I highly recommend this one. When black conductors aren't comfortable at concerts, classical music has a real problem. Use sentence pattern of this unit or find object with object complement to describe his situations and your own thoughts. And please upload them to the Padlet and use at least 3 sentences, okay? That's it for today. Thank you.